Hi everybody, my name is Ray Kirkus, and tonight's presentation is a requirement for my communications class at Seattle Heights University. I sincerely thank you all for attending. First, let me tell you who I am. I'm a proponent of individual liberty and equal justice, rule of law, and I'm a champion of the Constitution. I host a site called Exposing Excessive Policing on Facebook, and I take every opportunity that I can get to talk about issues like this, or to write about them in the public sector, in the public Today I want to discuss with you public relations between the public and the police, and what appears to be a downward spiral in regards to both relations. A well-known adage is actions speak louder than words. For example, I can say something right now to you. I can say, I think the police are doing a great job, and you'll probably say, okay, you do. Or I can say, I think the police are doing a great job, and you'll probably get a different perception of what I'm trying to say. So words don't actually mean as much as actions do. It's like a politician would say one thing, and then you look at his voting record, it'll be something different. And saying that, I want to talk about one situation. Actions, like I said, are like body language. They're communications. And bad communications are bad in business, but bad communications can be really bad when it comes to professional policing. When communications break down with the police, it can be a very tragic result. It can result in death, if nothing else. And bringing that aspect forward, I want to tell you a little bit about something that happened a couple of weeks ago. A 12-year-old boy named Tamir Rice was in Cleveland, Ohio, playing in a park with a little airsoft pistol. I'm sure you're familiar with these little pellet guns that are out there. He was playing with this pellet gun. A 911 call came in, and a gentleman was telling the dispatcher that he thought the gun was fake, that the kid was scaring people with this gun. But yet, we have to remember he was 12 years old. So that communication was there. That communication that the gun was fake or allegedly fake went to the dispatcher. Whether that information went to the police dispatch, to the officer who showed up at the scene, is right now unknown. However, when the officer showed up at the scene, you had Tamir, who was basically didn't have a gun, went to probably show the gun to the officer, and within 2 seconds the officer fired at him, killed him, and now the kid is dead. There was a lack of communication there somewhere, whether it was within the dispatcher, whether it was within the officer trying to communicate with the kid, or whether it was with the kid doing the wrong thing, being 12 years old. I mean, I can't really blame him because I was 12 years old, and if I had a toy gun, I'd probably be eager to show it to the police. So, that being said, let's talk about the police, the perception of the police. This is a Norman Rockwell painting called The Runaway from 1959. This is obviously the perception that the police would want you to see. This is a very kind, a very generous police officer who was probably trying to talk to this young boy who's a runaway to go home. So it shows concern, compassion, care, and again, this is the portrayed picture, the promoted persona that police departments would like everybody to see. This is also something that the police departments want you to see. They want you to see that they like kids. They want you to assume that you are being protected and served. Again, this is an adage that they are, a little slogan that they put on everything. They put on their badges, they put on their patches, and they even take them and they put that protect, defend, and serve on their police cars. Now, that adage can be taken in a lot of different ways. Most of us believe that it's to protect and serve us, that we are the people that are supposed to protect and serve. However, the courts have ruled differently in that matter. They actually ruled that they only supposed to protect and serve the general public, protect the general public, and to enforce the law. But remember this. Again, they try to appeal to kids. Police departments try to appeal to kids. They make cartoons, officer friendly. Don't be afraid of the police when the police show up. They have cartoons. You have McGruff the crime dog. Don't be afraid of the police. Keep this in perspective, thinking about 12-year-old Tamir Rice in that playground. When the officer pulled up, every intention that he might have had was to show the cop, hey, he's a cop, I'm going to show him it's not a real gun. Probably had no intention of downing him. So, that said, in 1991, this was the very first viral video, okay, that went viral on somebody being abused and beaten by the police. In 1991, Rodney King, I don't know how many of you have heard of him, but Rodney King was beaten by the police. He was a criminal, he was eluding the police, et cetera, et cetera. But before this happened, the general consensus was that if you got beaten by the police, you probably deserved it. The police were good, they didn't just beat people for no reason. You deserved the beating. This actually sent an outrage across the country. People were really upset about this. And ever since that time, this is 23 years ago, ever since that time, there's been hundreds, if not thousands of videos that have been uploaded to YouTube, on the internet, and everybody can see how the police are treating people. So this is is not the persona that the police department wants you to look at. And again, this next video excerpt that I'm going to show you is a little excerpt about a person who got off, a young man who got off of a bus in Utah. And again, I talked about who the police protect and who they serve. Now, there's 3 officers that are included in this. This man got off the bus, and the female officer actually accused him of smoking a cigarette, which apparently is illegal and an arrestable offense in Utah on public property. He denied smoking a cigarette, and she proceeded to harass him. And this is how they exchanged. Let me see if I can do this. The exchange went forward. It's a pretty short video, but hopefully it gets attention. Mr. Volume. Do the volume. Well, the pause button, yeah, see, they're just ending my phone. I don't see a volume button. Yeah, it's right there. See? This one? Let's try this again. Thank you for the help. Turn that one up. Technical difficulties here, folks. Oh, the amplifier is not plugged in. Is it going to reach? You know, I have to do this over now, guys. I really appreciate it. Because I just wasted 5 minutes. I think so. Try it. Very good.
Grand Beach Railroad Crossing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Down there. Yeah, down there. Where are you? Oh, actually.
Should be. Oh, that's something going on there.
Well, yeah, I told you a lot.
Oh, I told you it did. Oh, this is where the sound can come out. This is right here. Just a lot of that, didn't I? Yeah.
Do you want me to stop recording?
Well, yeah, you can stop that.